You have probably heard of these terms: bespoke, ready to wear, mass production. But you ask, what do they actually mean? What is the real difference between these three? And more importantly, which one fits, the kind of fashion business you want to build or you want to go into? So in today's video, I'm going to break each one of them down, clearly using real life examples, storytelling, and industry insights so that you will never be confused again. So I'll just try and explain these three in a brief moment for you. So let's just get right into the video. But before we go deeply inside the video, I can always say welcome to Fashion Gist with Funmi. And of course, I am Funmi. This is where fashion meets purpose, creativity meets clarity, and every stitch will actually tell you a story. So whether you're sewing your first line or building your fashion empire, this is where it begins. Let's talk fashion the real way. And just, if this is actually your first time, coming across my channel, please don't hesitate to subscribe. Thank you for stopping by. Don't hesitate to subscribe. Don't forget to share, don't forget to join our growing community of fashion creatives and learners. And to my returning subscribers, I can't thank you enough. Thank you for always coming back. You're the reason this platform keeps growing. And I hope it will grow more into a very big and bigger one. So, with no further ado, let's just get right straight into the video. I know you can. Let's break it all down by telling a short story. So, let's just assume we have three customers. Okay, let's say three clients and client A, B, and C. So client A is preparing for a traditional wedding and wants an outfit specially made for her. She wants to choose her own fabric, do fittings, and get something unique. And we have client B. She goes online, sees a beautiful two-piece outfit on a fashion page, pick her size, probably medium or small or large, and places her order, and it was delivered to her the next day. And we have client C. She actually walks into a store filled with racks of clothing in various sizes and styles, picks three different sizes, dresses, and checks out immediately. See, these three women are shopping in three completely different fashion categories. Number one, which is bespoke, two, which is ready to wear, and three, which is mass production. So let us explain each one in details. In detail, rather. Don't mind me. In detail. So number one, let's talk about the bespoke fashion. Bespoke actually means the garment is custom made. Have you ever heard of custom made? It's custom made for this person. It's custom made for one person from scratch. You actually take the client's exact body measurements. You will choose or approve the fabric the client is going to use. You will draft the pattern to suit a body type, in an exact measurement. You create the outfit piece by piece. You will do fittings before finishing. You ask the client to come for fittings, you adjust any way that needs to be made. Nothing is pre-made. The garment is built just for her in her exact measurement, how she actually wants it. So that is what you make it. So example, you have a bride's dress, a groom's agbada, an ashwebi outfit, tailored specifically for your cousin's unique shape. All these kind of clothes, they are all bespoke designs because they are custom made. So this is what is called bespoke design. You actually go to a tailor, give them this is what I want. That's bespoke. So there are pros and cons of bespoke. But the pros first is it will give you a perfect fit. It will fully personalize your design, and it has a high pricing power. This is expensive. So the cons of bespoke is actually is very time consuming. You can only serve a few clients at a time unless you have plenty hands. Business depends heavily on you, designer, how creative you are, how you can actually custom made designs, how you can actually do this for your clients. So who is bespoke for? It is for designers who love working one on one with clients. You can actually deal with feedback, deal with criticism, and everything is good to go. Or you want to perfect your craftsmanship, is actually good for you. And you are not in a rush to scale or produce in bulk yet. Or if you're still growing and working from your home or your own studio, you are likely in this category already. Every one of us actually started this way. And number two, which is the ready to wear. You see, ready to wear means the clothes are designed, they are produced and already sold before the buyer shows interest. You saw your designs ahead in standard sizes. You have a small, the medium, the large, then markets and sell. Then you dance on TikTok with show models and everything. There's no need for measurements or fittings. The clothes are ready to wear. You already pick the style for them, do various styles and everything. So example of this is, let's say you actually produce a two-piece in sizes, maybe like small to extra large, and you sell it on Instagram. A buyer pick the size, pays, and receive it within 48 hours. That is ready to wear. It is now made to order. Ready to wear is already on ground. So also this also has its own pros and cons. So the pros is you can produce in batches. The sales are very quicker depending on how you market. It is easier to build a recognizable brand. People will actually know what you do. But the cause of it is it requires upfront capital. You have to have a lot of money because you might actually struggle with fitting different body types because Nigeria, our sizes are not the same. And you risk unsold eventually. If you don't market very well, you just have plenty of clothes on your rack to just be there lying down. Come out from somewhere. So designers who this is for designers who want to actually scale their fashion business, maybe like having creative control, but also want volume, plenty. Probably they are ready to treat their fashion as a brand and not just a service. They don't want to be doing service or have issues with clients and everything. Just come by and go. That's all what they want. They don't want any stress. I already have it. Take it. So number three is the mass production. Mass production is industrial fashion manufacturing. Those ones they are making Chinas and everything. Designs are made in thousands. Often access in these big factories and everything. The focus is on affordability and availability. They are sold in chain stores, malls, or online platforms. They have plenty. Either you will see in boutiques, all these, big factories and everything. For example, you can think of Shein, Zara, or even large scale Nigerian companies producing factory made Ankara wear. One design can be like 10,000 units shipped across multiple cities. It is always made in thousands, big, in volume and everything. So the pros and cons of this is actually the pros is it has the lowest costs per piece. The higher it is, the lower it is. There is massive sales potential, and they can actually supply retailers because it is plenty, plenty. But the cause of it is expensive to start, very very expensive and ready to wear. It has less control over quality. It may actually lose originality or uniqueness because you will see it at the body of Tinuke, you see it at the body of Shinge, you see it at the body of Biola and everything. You see it all around. So who is mass production for? It's actually for entrepreneurs who have big capital. They are very rich. They are the Odogwes or the Odogos. And they are focused on distribution. And want to dominate volume and price for not just this. And they just want it plenty, cash out every and everything. So which one is actually for you? Have you asked yourself? See, there is no one size fits all answer in this. You need to start where you are. If you love detail and working with individual clients, just stick with bespoke tailoring. But if you want more orders and less back and forth transition, just go into ready to wear. If you are building for future and thinking scale, learn about mass production gradually. You need to learn about all of these things too, so you don't just F up along the way. So fashion is not just about sewing, it is about knowing your path and growing with purpose with everything. So let me just do a recap of everything I've said. in case you are forwarded it and you are just meeting us at the middle. I told about Bespoke, which is custom made one client at a time. I told about ready to wear, which is pre-made, size-based, scalable, and also mass production, which is industrial scale, large quantity, and global reach. So each one is important, and you can grow from one to other as your business grows. You can go from Bespoke and say, I'm ready, I'm tired of clients. Let me just go to ready to wear. That happens most of the time. It happens. So now I want to hear from you. Are you currently doing Bespoke? Are you currently doing ready to wear, or are you both? Or do you even plan to go into mass production? So which of these do you want to grow into? Drop your answers in the comment section. Let's view together. And if this video helped you, give it a like, share it with your fellow designers, and most importantly, subscribe to this channel for more fashion insight, empowerment, and education. I love you, and I'm always here with it arts gist, anything fashion. So don't forget, this is Fashion Gist with Funmi, where fashion meets purpose, creativity meets clarity, and every stitch tells a story. So I'll see you in my very, very next video. Bye. See ya.